Hey you, yeah, you. Did you know that you are made of diamonds, gold, and magic? Yeah. Hey, so tonight I'm coming to y'all with some ways to embrace your your sacred sensuality like a goddess. If you're interested in finding out, stay tuned. So let me tell you who I am. I am Regal Essence. I am Queen TV. I am Queen TV After Dark. I am Life is a Love Goddess. I'm Life is a Laid Back Mom. I'm your ray of sunshine in the afternoon time. I'm your crystal healer and dealer. And I'm somebody's ABA therapist. Hey, booze, hey. So listen, I'm not going to be before you long, but the other day, we pulled a card during the oracle readings. We pulled a card and we pulled Katesh, right? So Katesh was on the back of a lion. She had two men, right? And she came to us to remind us that we need to heal and embrace our sensuality, right? Now, reasons why this is important, because as we heal, we are healing our ancestral line, we're healing our communities, we are healing our ancestors. What? So, guys, we have a really big job here. So, as we heal, like, we're carrying a lot on our back right now. So, our healing process is so very, very important, right? So, ways that we can embrace our sacred sensuality, because Katesh also came to remind us that pleasure is okay. It's okay for us to feel pleasure. It feels good to feel good, right? So she came to remind us of that, right? She came to remind us of that unbridled lust that all of us hold within us, right? But, there's a way to yield our sensual energy. And we're going to talk a little bit about it tonight, okay? We want to heal it and we want to embrace it, okay? So, y'all know I got to take notes, because when I get excited, I be losing my place and I just be rambling and all of that kind of stuff. So, we are going to hit on 5 ways to honor your sensual energy like a goddess, okay? So, first and foremost, you want to honor the goddess in you. How are you going to do that? How are you going to honor the sensual energy within yourself? First and foremost, you are going to honor your body as the temple that it is, okay? So, how are you taking care of yourself? How are you adorning your outer temple, right? How are you adorning your inner temple? By eating well, choosing what things it is that you put in your body, being mindful, right? How are you taking the time to be mindful throughout your day? What things do you like? What things don't you like? Experiment with scents, fabrics. What types of things do you like around you? Whenever you come into your house, whenever you come into your spaces, what type of textures do you like? Are you a soft girl? Are you a leather girl? All of those things, and taking the time to be mindful about all of those things, helps us to embrace our sensual energy, okay? Also, healing our wounds around our sensuality, right? Because as we talked about the other day, they labeled the women that were a part of the Kadesh, which is a group of temple prostitutes, because back in the day, they considered sex to be a sensual act of worship, right? And back in those times, there wasn't the stigmas around our sensuality as it is today, right? But now, as things became more modernized, some of those women were betrayed as bloodthirsty monsters, right? Because the sensuality of the black woman is so strong, right? That society wants to suppress that, right? So that's where now I'm starting to understand where the bashing of the black woman comes into play. It's just, so we downplay ourselves, so we water ourselves down, because like we learned from Katesh, when we embrace our sensual energy, we set the world on fire, y'all. So healing our sexual trauma is going to be very important. Healing your mother wounds. We have certain mother wounds around how it is that we embrace our sensuality, okay? Also, too, if you grew up in religion, you were taught that religion and sensuality are two separate things, when in reality, they are a partnership. You know what I'm saying? So healing our thought process is going to be very important in embracing your sensuality like a goddess, okay? Third, enter into sacred partnerships, right? You come into a time where you start to be picky about your energy, who you're going to spend your time with, right? Because you know that your energy is so precious. So are you entering into divine partnerships, not just hookups and temporary situationships? You should be entering into divine partnerships. That's a way of honoring you. Does your partner honor you as the queen that you are, as the goddess that you are? And do you honor your partner as the king or the god that they are? All of those things are very, very important whenever we are attempting to heal our sensual energy like a goddess, okay? So let's go into number 4, okay? Self-pleasure. Knowing how to pleasure yourself. What things do I like? What things do I don't like? Okay? Taking that time, whether you're single or with the partner, whether you're experimenting with our partner, or you're in a time of celibacy or abstinence, right? But still learning yourself, your body, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of that good stuff, okay? What else do I want to say around that? Oh, also remember that the power of the yoni and the power of the O, the big O, is very beneficial in manifesting, right? So embracing how it is that our sensual energy can manifest things into our current reality, that is a very important way to embrace your sensual energy like a goddess, okay? And last but not least, have really great boundaries, right? Have really great boundaries around yourself, okay? Have really great boundaries around your sacral energy. Who you giving your energy up to? You know what I mean? Actually, you know what? I'm going to throw that up underneath divine partnerships. And instead, I'm going to talk about us healing how it is that we view ourselves, right? So I talked about the big O, right? And whatever, I'm not going to really get into the logistics of that, but you can choose ways, and it doesn't even have to be outside of yourself, anything that you're viewing outside of yourself, but there are ways that you can explore yourself in a way that can bring pleasure, right? And a part of, and let me tell y'all why this is going to get really easy, okay? Let me tell y'all why this is about to get really easy, and I got to get out of here because this is about to be too much fatigue. When you heal, we want to heal how it is that we view ourselves, right? Like, when you walk, I mean, how many people, when they walk past the mirror, you be like, oh, shit. Like, how many people, when they walk past the mirror, they have to do a double take or a triple take? Like, I know I do. I be like, oh, shit, right? Like, I turn my own self on, right? So, like, when you get to that point, that level of self-love where you turn your own, like, you can turn your own self the fuck on because you've done your work, right? You've done your work on the out, like, you've done your work so that you have an outer beauty, right? You've also done your work internally, emotionally, as well as, I want to say nurturingly, but that ain't even a word, y'all. That's why I know I need to get out of here. But you've done your work to nurture your insides, heal your gut, and, you know, detox and all of that kind of stuff. You've done all of those things. So, like, as you, like, standing back, like, looking at yourself, you just, oh, God. You just like what you, I'm going to speak for myself. I like what the fuck I see. I think y'all like what the fuck y'all see, too. So, like, yeah, so make sure we are healing how it is that we are viewing ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, embracing yourself, like, at whatever size, shape you're at, and being gentle with yourself. And if you see things about yourself that you want to change, working on those things. And girlies, my divine feminines, don't forget that like we have the power to manifest certain things, even as it relates to like your body and things of that nature. Speak to yourself kindly. Tell your body what it's about to do. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, like, just let nature let nature do the rest. Because I don't know what it is about the goddess anointing. But it creates... I don't know what it is about the goddess anointing, but... Yeah, the goddess body be goddessing. Like, the body be bodying for some reason. I don't know. But you know what? No, for real. Let me get serious, okay? On an energetic level, whenever you heal internally, it shows on the outside. That's why we start aging in reverse. Like, the more healing you do, the better you look. Okay? So, I love y'all. That's all I got for y'all. Happy hump day, right? Wasn't this such a hump day-ish video? So, listen, if you made it to the end of this video, drop me an eggplant or a peach emoji, and share this video with your friends. Repost it, share it, follow, say hey girl, hey, and know that I love you. Peace.